Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, and welcome to another edition of Blogs with Boilon Friday. I hope that you're all doing well when it comes to blitzing for World War II Iron Fist. I'm actually doing pretty well, although I admit that I have forgot some of my blitz rotations because I have been playing Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth, and if you haven't had a chance to check that out yet, then do check out the How to Install guide on my Discord channel. You can find it there. It's in its current what I would call a 2-week pre-launch to global launch, which will be coming on May the 10th, but I have been a bit sidetracked at doing that. But nonetheless, I am still doing pretty well on the Immortal Invaders milestone here. I'm almost at that 10 shards, which will get me I haven't opened any of my orbs yet, except for I did get them unlocked. I ended up spending you might notice that my power cores are quite low. I actually bought quite a few of the Iron Fist orbs before it went away because I wanted to unlock him so that I could do the preview event, so I could farm that out. So I had to make sure that I did that. But otherwise, I'm keeping the rest of my orbs from the blitzing to do an orb opening later on. So my goal for this is actually hopefully to get to milestone 34. But let me know in the comments down below how you're doing. Are you blitzed out already? We still have about 4 more days to go. So good luck for that, everyone. But let's get over to the blog. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. Alright, so apparently we're here to talk more about Firestar. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get any more previews for next patch's characters, which is slated probably for next week. I would assume that's related to the Nowhere team, which my guess is it's probably going to be an Envoy release information, team info, like before the patch, because they always give the Envoys a little bit of extra information where everyone releases the same video, you know, before the patch goes live. So that's kind of what I expect if it's not in here, which I assume it's not since she's on the front cover. But we know that Firestar is going to be the May month-long character. Actually, you know what? It even confirms here. Oh, okay. So it's a week later. Oh, wait, hold on. Make sure that you recruit Gwenpool when she becomes available fall. Okay, yeah, right, okay. So, wow, the patch is actually later than I anticipated. Let's zoom this in a little bit, because I might miss that. Gwenpool will be released on May the 10th with version 7.1. So not next week, but the week after. I actually thought that the patch was going to be next week on May the 3rd. But turns out it's the week after, which is a little bit surprising because there's going to be a small gap, I guess, in activity, perhaps. We do have the month-long event of May for Firestar, but I guess it depends on what the other events involve in here, and we'll find out. So it looks like they got a list of it anyways, some more main milestone events, quick rumbles, three alliance milestones, not 4. So we'll see what they kept and what they got rid of this time around. So the event schedule, Feel the Burn. Probably some I don't know, you know, it's probably just a standard event. Interstellar Ignition. This is also before the patch as well, but right when we get to here, this is where the patch 7.1 kicks in. So like the Crucible, you can kind of just tell by the name of it that's probably Cosmic Crucible related. Out of This World, Shooting Stars, and Cosmic Canine. Now, there was a video that I saw, I didn't watch the full video, but on Tana's channel about Cosmo. So this may be, in fact, something that we're getting. I haven't been keeping up fully up to date because of things that are busy in real life, but let me know if any of these event names stick out for you for particular characters that may be coming for the Nowhere team or things that you have heard. Quick Rumble milestones, Nowhere to Run. They don't tell us which team it is, but we'll find out, I guess, over time. Nowhere to Run, Meteoric Mercenaries, Interstellar Investigators, and Milky Way Malevolence. Cosmic, probably. I mean, I'm not going to... It could just be Mercs. I'm not going to guess too hard on this. It doesn't really make a big deal. Alliance milestones, Spoils of War. So we had that, right? That was this past month. Coordinated Assault, we also had that, and a new one called Rally Point. So instead of 4, we're getting 3. Coordinated Assault, we know. Spoils of War, I believe that was that not earn war credits? So you might want to be hoarding, I mean, not this week, but coming up, I guess, early next week, you might want to start holding your war inbox mails for that, because I believe that gives points towards that. Achieve total mission victory. What did they tell? Enough characters for a 3-star. Wait, hold on. Not a 4-star, but a 3-star. So, there are even more Firestar shards available in other events this month. Okay. So only 3-star in the main month-long milestone, but other events. So this is going the way of like Union Jack, I guess. So there was only, well, I want to say 130 shards for Union Jack in the main milestone, and then I guess you're meant to get it through. So they're doing a hybrid release method. I don't know if you guys like that or not. Let me know in the comments as well if you guys liked the Union Jack month-long release. I plan on doing a review, actually, of the Invaders team, because I want to talk about how they were from an event structure perspective and where we got as far as shards go. And I want to do a recap on that and see if that's what we actually like about characters going forward, because I think it's the first time we've had more or less a full team outside of Nick Fury that have had, you know, this amount of new characters released on a team, but in a varied way in terms of their shards and how they went about it, especially with those preview events as well, if we get more of that in the future. So it's hard to say. Leaderboard, well, here's the, you can see it here, I guess, the Firestar shards. So 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 130. So that looks very similar to Union Jack. 30-day milestone with a bunch of items down there. So nothing really new there. There's a leaderboard portion. Oh, it was already there. My bad. I just opened up the same window. It looks pretty much the same. Honestly, it's not a big... There's a lot of blue 5 ions, I guess. It's very similar to your typical month-long milestone. Feel the burn. So this is the first. Break out the sunblock for this special raid mission with a massive payload of a set... Okay, 7 red Bucky Barnes. That's probably not happening. You know, I'm just... It's probably a leaderboard, or it's at the very end. Oh my god. Okay, let's open this up. So this is going to be starting on May the 2nd at 2 p.m. So that's going to be on Tuesday, which means I'm going to have an event video live on Monday morning, just before this, for this event to go live. Let's take a look, though, just for shits and giggles. So there is new event currency, which is called Blazing X Gene. We do have some Cap World War II. We still have some Invader Shards, which is actually pretty interesting. So more Invader Shards still. 10 Cap World War II, 10 Union... Actually, sorry, 20 of both Cap World War II and Union Jack. So that's not too bad. That'll get my Cap World War II to about 4-star. So overall, it's not bad. And we really need... We'll have more time to talk about this sort of hybrid release method for teams and shards going forward, because we've been talking all about farmability, but they've kind of changed the way that we receive shards. It's not really front-loaded with a specific event. It's kind of just, you know, slow dripped to us, I guess, over the course of the month or month and a half. There is going to be 20 Bucky, 20 Iron Fist shards down here, but very likely I'm just going to assume that this is kind of a whalestone. However, that you can see right here that you do get points for opening training orbs. So if you have a lot of those, maybe you might be able to get to some of these, but realistically, you probably won't. Now, what's interesting about this part here, raid battles are not capped. However, the last time we had something like this, it was, and it just was not listed. So I'm going to put this up here right now, and you know exactly what that is. Subject to change. Last time they gave us 500 points per raid battles. It turns out that it was capped at something like 70,000 points. So I don't know what it's going to be like here, but I would just throw that out there. Anyways, you do get 12,000 points, though, for invaders. And if you happen to have Iron Fist at 4-star, you do get 5,000 points. So that might... It's not a lot. Actually, it's really not. It's like 2.5 training orbs, so it doesn't really matter that much. But what this really shows you is that you should be hoarding your training orbs. Also, make sure that you're doing the preview events every single day, because this is a great way to get training orbs. I wouldn't core for this. I don't think you really need to do that. But as long as you're doing the challenge levels or even the other level, you know, that's a good, you know, amount of extra training orbs. I'm sitting at about 21 training orbs as it sits right now. So that's about an additional 40,000 points that I'm going to be able to collect for this, which is great, because you need to get about 105,000 for the event item, so that's good extra bit, and we'll do the math for that on Monday. But yeah, it looks like that those big red stars on Bucky Barnes is top 250 only, so it's not for the plebs like us. Moving on, if I can get my thing to scroll down. Blazing Battles web milestone, so that's an additional part about this as well. Battle in Blitz repeats 3 times for, what are we getting? Feel the burn milestone points. Okay, so that's going to funnel into the main milestone. So this is 20, and it's Battle in Blitz, which actually is pretty fair. You know, that's only 10 Blitz battles that you have to do every single day, pretty much. So that's very easy to do, and you're getting about, assuming this isn't, I hope this isn't subject to change, but that's 20,000 milestone points to go into this one, which is really good. That's like 60,000 additional points to go in here. So the events actually do seem a bit fairer. believe it or not, going forward. And I want to do a little bit of a recap of maybe the month of April and kind of look at the ones we've had so far, because some of them weren't bad, and I kind of want to, you know, give them props for where they deserve it, is in the events, you know, whether or not it was shit or not. So, Nowhere to Run, this is going to be the next quick rumble for the Guardians of the Galaxy, it looks like. So, that's okay. That's fine there. Nothing really changed there. Character availability. Union Jack going into the orbs. Oh my god, guys! We did it! We did it! Kitty Pryde is being removed from the Mega Orb. This is the best moment in my life. I can't believe after the years that we were waiting for this to happen, that they finally removed her from the orb. They skipped over so many other characters that they finally did it. Oh my god, this was like tears of joy. I can finally, whenever this happens, I'm going to be opening my orbs. I have been waiting. I got 301 premium orbs, but I also got 13 mega orbs and counting. I'm going to do a big orb opening as soon as Kitty Pryde leaves the store, because I cannot wait. I was saying that I'm going to be waiting until Kitty leaves the mega orb, and I will open my orbs. Oh my god, they actually did it. I can't believe it. Yes, I had to dedicate like a minute and a half on that. Elite Store Edition. We have Bucky Barnes going into the Red Star. And Dormammu's 7th Red Star. I mean, it's for dark promo, so I really don't think you should be buying this. I don't think at this point that the cost is justification for that, when there's going to be other characters down the road that you'll want to spend on. You know, unless you're a massive Dormammu fan and you want to just max him out at that point. Doesn't really give us a time, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Incursion Invader. So now this one's opening up, and this one's really interesting. That's going to be next week, right? The Incursion Invader's finally coming our way, and in about 7 days. Now, I'm not going to be able to do the bonus section. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think, but this requires invaders at gear tier 15, but the 5-star. So it's interesting because I do have Bucky at 5-star because I spent cores on him. Cap and Union Jack, though, are going to be stuck at 4-star. Nick Fury's there. And Iron Fist, I don't think I'm going to get to 5-star either. Unless my Blitz Orb opening is really lucky, I think it's highly unlikely that I'm probably getting 5-star Iron Fist. This is largely designed for people who spent money for the most part anyways, and so I'm not super concerned about that. But the rest of us should be able to do the challenge section. You can get your Invaders characters up to gear tier 15, and it doesn't really matter what star levels they are, so that shouldn't be that big of a deal. So that's coming up soon, and the rewards will be what's interesting, because I'm not sure if we actually know specifically what it is. The test drive, anyone can do this, I'm pretty sure. You don't get rewards for that, but the challenge... Does it say? It doesn't say. Nick Fury is not required, but the stakes are high, and the enemy... Honestly, at this point, if you're investing in invaders, you should be investing in Nick Fury, because he's amazing. So make sure you do that. And the bonus, it doesn't... Oh, the rewards are down here. Okay, so we have both first-time and mission rewards include... Oh, blue 4 ions. That's good. Blue 5 ions. Now, I don't know if that's going to be in the challenge mode or if that's in the bonus difficulty. But nonetheless, if we get any blue 4 ions out of this, that would be really, really great. And roster-changing mini-uniques for gear tier 16 and 17. How much of this is in the challenge, though, versus the bonus? It's really hard to say. I might do a video next week. It'll be in 7 days, so I guess it's next Friday. I don't know if I'll be doing a video necessarily on that. We'll see. In his quest to change, what is this about? Oh yes, the Season 3 and Ultimate 32 tournament. When is this starting? Do we know? It's going to include valuable Quicksilver shards. Well, we kind of figured that. So the tournament. Season 2 will come to a close prior to the upcoming version 7.1 release, and there will be no Cosmic Crucible the week of the patch, so we have an off week. Following this break will be the Ultimate 32 tournament. Put your Crucible skills to the test. How long is this going to be? Is it just going to be 1 week long? Last 5 days, so there's going to be 5 matches then, is what I'm assuming. So it's going to be Monday through Friday, or Monday through Saturday, or whatever it is when they start. To help even the playing field in your respective bracket and encourage your climb to higher leagues, the usual new season tribunal score reduction will apply to Ultimate 32. So some of you may know that in between seasons that your rank drops often about 1 league. So that's probably going to happen here as well. However, the reduction won't be applied again for Season 3. So it's going to be happening in about a week or so's time, just before this big tournament, but not again after that. Without further ado, here are the... Oh, there's going to be new room rules. Okay, so this is about the same. This is normal. This is nothing new. Stage 1. Oh, they're actually doing like full 6 on room bonuses. When it rains... Oh, that's like the Scourge bonus. When a positive effect is applied to a character, increase the... So they just copy and pasted this from the Scourge. I don't remember if this was the War or the Death Scourge, but yeah, they did have this. When a negative effect is applied, increase the duration. That's pretty interesting. And it's on both defense and offense. So yes, this should be very familiar if you've done Scourges. Portable shield device. This is the same rule, actually. So I guess that's okay. It's not too terribly... it has some interesting effects. Web of Destiny. Holy crap, guys. Web Warrior characters count as Tangled Web. Wow. Wow. They did it. I was just talking in my Discord. I literally just talked about this in my Discord, about how they might do this again with a different team. And I made this joke about Eternals Undying, or treat Eternals as Undying. And I was talking about the zombie Eternals. But nope, they decided to double down on the Tangled Web, which means anytime you hit a Web Warrior character, they're going to give energy to everyone else. So I guess we're sticking up Scarlet Spider, probably regular Spider-Man, and Scarlet and Ghost Spider, rather. Maybe some Emma Frost in there, possibly, because of the turn meter conditions, but wow. Okay, stage 4, strength in numbers. On defense and offense, every consecutive summoned character of the same summoned character on either side of the field adds 20% max health to... I don't know what that's referring to. Go away, gateway error. Every consecutive summon character of the same summon character. What does that mean? Am I dumb? Maybe. Let me know in the comments down below. This didn't quite specifically jump out at me. Well, who this is designed for. Stage 5, health insurance. On defense and offense, on turn, characters remove all positive effects from self and heal 10% per positive effect removed. Huh. Okay. It's interesting. Overcharged. Special abilities cost 3 more, and ultimate cost 3 less. Ooh, this is going to be interesting, because you're going to want to basically have characters that have crazy ability costs, or hypothetically, if their ultimates are, say, maybe 4 energy or less, that means you could do this every turn. And that would be really interesting, and they would just spam their ultimates. This might have some good theory crafting potential. I'll have to really, give a better thought into this over the weekend. Season 3, the end of Ultimate 32, and are they talking about the room? Oh, they're going right into the room bonuses for this. The new global rules. Magical disruptions. All characters gain 20... Okay, this is normal. Cosmic villain mystic character. Is this not the same? Darkhold and Gamma characters. So they're just nerfing Cosmic villains again? And they're nerfing Gamma now. That's pretty boring. On offense, not... This is the same stuff. They're just nerfing Gamma now. Isn't this the same nerf that they just gave to Darkhold this season? Oh, that sounds dumb. Okay, we know what portable shield device does now. But yeah, no, that's pretty much the same thing. Resurrection protocols, also same thing. Are they just... Hold on. Are they just repeating the rune bonuses? Eternals count... They're keeping... The Eternals count as Tangled Web. Oh my god. Except for it's room 3 now. Wakanda's Vibranium tuning. Keeping the exact same room, but they're moving it to room 4. Okay, so they're just shifting them down. They just shifted room 5 and 6, and they moved it down to 3 and 4. Is that how they're going? Moving forward so that it stays for 2 seasons? And then they added in 2 new ones. Building momentum. Special abilities cost 2 more, not 3, like the tournament. Ultimate abilities cost 2 less. When an enemy character dies, ally characters gain 1 ability energy. Okay, so we'll have to kind of think about this one a little bit more and who that's going to be good for and not good for. Fated reunions. Military characters. On turn, if at least 1 rebirth character is an ally, gain 5% barrier for that max health. Symbiote characters. So, hold on. Rebirth. Winter Soldier is military and rebirth, right? And maybe Cap is too? I think OG Cap is as well. Symbiote characters. This is Symbiote, Agent Venom. On hit, if at least 1 rebirth character is an ally, apply bleed to that enemy rebirth characters. Gain revive 1. So they're just sticking rebirth into team in room 6? That doesn't seem that good. Because they don't really have Crucible text, and they're very heavy on their raid text. Greatest hits. An event coming back, I guess, for Groot and Rocket? I don't know. Do we care about this? It's like a special, it's like a free event. It's like a bonus event. Okay, there's some bonus event stuff here, I guess. And heavy metal. Oh, this is the main. Oh, yeah, it's like an event campaign that they're doing, but just for Guardian characters. Friday, free claim for Firestar. So now we can get our free 5 Firestar shards if you want. Upcoming events, Nowhere Heist, Relic Hunt, and Quick Rumble. Okay, so that was a lot of stuff in here. We're going to really need to spend some time and kind of break down the Crucible stuff a little bit more, possibly over the weekend, and I'll have some time to discuss this with all of you and my thoughts about this going forward, both for the official 32-man tournament, but also for the Season 3 as well. We might do both in the same video. We might do the separate videos. I'm not sure. But yeah, some things to think about, I think, over the weekend. So let me know what your thoughts are about all of this. I think it's a bit lazy with the Season 3 room rules, though, and that they're basically just shuffling it down to room 3 and 4. That part, I think, is pretty lazy. I think we kind of knew that, though, because we knew that the new Warriors are supposed to be designed to beat the stupid Tangled Web Eternals team, and they're kind of just trying to keep that going for as long as possible. That's going to be the end of this video, though, and until next time, everybody, have a great weekend, and stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.